Internet Computer Protocol has been on a fantastic rip recently. Of course, we can see here in 84 days we have seen a 232% push to the upside, where we have broke through the 50 SMA in green, the 50 EMA in red, and we are starting to approach the upper area here, this first level of support turn resistance I have had my eyes on between $9.80 and $11.28. And when we drop down to this daily time frame, well, we can see we have broke through that 1.382 Fibonacci level, approaching the 1.618 impulsive level at $9.97.5. And on those lower time frames, on this 4-hour chart in particular, well, we can see we are approaching the end of this impulsive fifth wave move. So of course the question begs, what is going on with Internet Computer Protocol? Where is it likely to go next? And what is the potential for the future of ICP? Let's have a look at everything today, but first of all, run the intro. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Cheeky Crypto Uncensored. Let's have a look at Internet Computer Protocol. One I'm not sure if we have actually covered off on the channel as of yet. I know that I personally have not, but it's one that's piquing a lot of interest around social media recently. Chris picking out this one very, very early on, and it's been fantastic to see some of the members down in our Discord, which of course is linked in the description down below, doing some fantastic returns so far. So I thought, you know what, let's cover it in a video today, and yeah, let's have a quick look at ICP on CoinMarketCap to start off with. I quite like what we see here. The issue I do have is max supply. I don't particularly love projects without a max supply. It doesn't sit great with myself, but when we do look at the current supply, the total supply, yeah, these kind of numbers actually sit quite nicely here. I do like to look at this. 451 million current supply, circulating supply, and a total supply of 511 million. Some very nice figures. We can see obviously a limited supply on certain projects like this. It does, it kind of fills you with a little bit of confidence for the potentials, where we might be going with ICP. So yeah, overall here on CoinMarketCap, yeah, the tokenomics to a degree here look very favourable for ICP. So let's jump down into the charts and have a look at this daily chart overall for ICP. So of course, for our members down in Discord, we did have a look at this a little bit early on. Looking at this move to the upside, well, first of all, what can we see? Let's be very basic with this one. We can see a bullish change of character on this daily time frame. We can also see Smart Money Concept telling us that we have a weak high, and of course we have a strong low, overall telling us that the trend is to the upside, that we're to expect continuation to the upside. But what we do really have to pay attention to is that bottom right hand corner. Zooming on in, the monthly, weekly, daily, 8-hour and 4-hour stochastic positioning are all overbought. So with them all being so heavily overbought, of course, we do have to expect a retracement, but that does not have to come straight away. We could, be looking to finish off some internal structures before we do see, the retracement that we are pretty much looking for in the market as, a bit of a broader scale here. When we drop down to the 4-hour chart here, well, what we do have so far is, in fact, a zigzag pattern, a five-wave move up, a 3-wave move down here, this orange A, B, and C, and we have moved up in another very impulsive 5-wave structure. And that 5th-wave structure within itself here, we can see obviously overextending internally. In my opinion, looks like it is starting to come to an end here. So yeah, overall, this 5-wave move within itself, it does look like it is coming to an end. When we do go back up to that daily chart, however, what is really pressing to see here is we have a nice move to the upside, that initial 5-wave structure, and then we have the current 5-wave structure we are in, where we can see that 5th wave within itself looking to overextend. In my opinion, this is looking to be a 3rd wave of this move overall, where we can see we have this one marked up, approaching that 1.618 Fibonacci level at $9.97.5. We broke through that 1.382 Fibonacci level here, this one at $8.73.6. So we have broke straight on through there. Also, with the way the internal counts are, it's not correct if it is a 535 zigzag. I am looking for this more to hit this impulsive trigger level at $9.97.5, telling us, we have got much further to the upside for ICP. Overall, this would look like a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3. We would then expect that wave 4 and the wave 5. So within this fourth wave retracement, we would obviously look for a correction down here on the stochastic positionings, where we would obviously look to see the stochastic, especially on the daily time frame, break to the downside, and then we would obviously expect that next move to the upside, falling within potentially this fifth wave overall for ICP. So yeah, as the charts are sitting just now for this project, everything is looking very, very good. We are obviously seeing a couple of comments down in Discord, people asking, what's really going on. Yes, it is technically very hard to, really put your finger on, but if you have a little bit of patience here, really break down the structure, spend some times on ones like these, it is very clear to see some of these moves that are currently playing out. So what we will do just for sanity is measure this move. Obviously we take this 100% move of this initial move to the upside, and we'll then take it over to this next wick low, coming here at $4.17. We'll snap this right on to its target, where we can see that 1.618 impulsive trigger level coming at $9.97.5. Now let's talk the idealistic world here, where we're really targeting this to go. So let's see we get clean rejection off of that $9.97.5. We'll take $9.97.4 just for the argument of this video. Well, our first pit stop we would be looking at is the 0.236. This is your minimum expectation for a fourth wave at $8.04. Then we would be looking at the 0.382 Fibonacci level at $7.04. This is your typical retracement area, which usually drops down as low as the 0.5 fib at $6.33. Then from here, of course, that fourth wave would be complete, and we would look for that fifth wave move to the upside. But what is quite interesting to see, at that 0.5 fib level, we do have the daily equilibrium, which we could see the price come down, test, bounce from, and shoot to the upside. In my opinion, we would not look to drop lower than that $6.33 if that is the finishing move here for the third wave. You wouldn't look to lose the 0.5 fib level in the fourth wave. Now what we can do is a speculative look at this potential target for the fifth wave that is still to come, in my opinion. We could take a fib level from the top of that wave 3, and we'll drag it down to the 0.32 fib level here, $7.47, rough area for this one. Well, we could be looking at ICP to push on up towards $10.87, and a higher level here, very early high level here of around about $12.43, giving us the makeup of this initial push to the upside. Pretty much, in my opinion, confirming that the bottom is in for ICP all the way back here on the 22nd of September 2023 at $2.82. So yeah, everything, structure-wise on this daily time frame has been pretty fantastic for ICP. It has had a fantastic push to the upside. It's been very, very impulsive, pushing through, some key levels, but we are starting to approach the first key levels of support and resistance, in my opinion, that I do think it will do very well to break on through. So as obviously I kind of alluded to on the intro for today's video, this first area of support term resistance between $9.80 and $11.28, in my opinion, is the first stop for ICP to really come up to test. Now, we could have called, perhaps this wick high and this wick high as previous areas of resistance. In my opinion, it's not really the ones that really stuck out for what has happened here. What we can see is the price dropping on down, giving us our higher area here of that $11.28 area, and obviously pushing up here and also pushing up here. If we can get these actual dates, on the 30th of May 2022 and the 25th of July 2022, two touch points on the lower area here at $9.88. Well, I think it'll do incredibly well to break on through to here. But what is quite an interesting thing to think about, when we looked at those lower time frames, we are looking at this as a wave 1, a wave 2, this all being a wave 3, drop down into that wave 4, we could see that upper level tested as the fifth wave, and then from there, we could be expecting a 3-wave retracement. And then, as always, guys, if you know your Elliott wave theory, you will be then expecting another 5-wave move coming on up for ICP, which, lo and behold, in my opinion, we will see us come come up to test out the $23.52 to the $26.90, where once again we can see this being a previous area of support term resistance. So we came down on the 19th of July 2021 to $26.90, finding this area as support. Then we obviously had a little bit of a fight here to break on through. We did eventually do so, December 2021, pushing on back up and then dropping down, losing this completely, finding it as resistance in January and April 2022. So a retest of this area where we could see this as that fifth wave, I think, will be a very interesting level to break on through between $23.52 and $26.90. Now there is another area just slightly above here from the 25th of October 2021. We could see this retested in the 15th of November and also the week of the 22nd of November. The upper level of there being tested, found as support until it was broke through. Then we can see we came up and found it as resistance on the 3rd of January and the week of the 10th of January. This area within itself, you're looking at around about the $38 level, give or take a few cents. So once again, it will be very interesting to see the price come up to test here, whether we, actually see the price come up that high. Then of course we can talk about these other wicks that are sitting here. We did obviously find resistance at $58.30, $87 itself also, whether or not the price will actually come up to these levels. Now we can see the glaring issue here, that all-time high, $2,831.02. I will just go full face for this one, guys. I don't think we're going to see ICP pushing back up to that $2,800 level. If it did, then wow. But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. What we can see obviously is a launch gone wrong in my opinion, or perhaps gone right for whoever it was that was on the correct side of that, all the way over here. Let's just draw an arrow in case anybody doesn't really know what we're looking at. Yeah, this was a ridiculous launch for ICP. What did this candle actually open at? $249.28, shooting up to $2,831. A ridiculous launch for ICP, and obviously from there that market completely bled out. So in my opinion, yes, it is a heavy recovery here for ICP overall from its launch. Expectations, yes, I do think we will see it push up towards those $26 level. In my opinion, I don't think it'll actually take all too much effort considering the moves that have already played out for ICP. It's very explosive, it's very impulsive to the upside. I do expect that to continue, but bear in mind we will expect to see a correction come on down for ICP before we do look for this next explosive move to the upside, where once again I don't think it'll be a problem testing out that $23 to $26 level. I do think, the $38 level here is a very interesting level. I do think, we will see the price come up and break on through there also. I think ICP has a very optimistic future ahead of it when we do consider the circulating supply, the total supply. There's not a lot of tokens actually on the market here for ICP. So much like some of the other projects, I'm personally quite bullish on the likes of Singularity down to call one. A lack of supply is really going to see, the value of that token really accelerate to the upside, especially in a really impulsive bullish bull market. So yeah, ICP in my opinion is absolutely no exception. But guys, I'll leave that one there. Just an overview of my thoughts, my opinions of all things ICP. Do let me know yours in the comments down below, and also let me know what you thought of today's content. If you'd like us to cover more of ICP, let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video, guys, as always, smash up the like button, subscribe, tapping on the bell, selecting all of the notifications. It helps the channel out when you do that for us. We greatly appreciate it. Of course, if you're going to trade, please do trade safely. Have a nice tight stop loss, make some great gains, stay safe in the space, and until next time, have a very nice day.